Hello and welcome back to another exciting episode of the Soup Breakdown. Today we're going to be looking at the RGM-96X Jesta, piloted by Nigel Garrett. I love the Jesta. It's easy to use, it's got a lot of options, it's pretty potent for its cost, and the best thing about it, in my opinion, is this. The missile barrage that, if you're close up, doesn't do much, but if you're a good distance away, is pretty nice. With the close-up option that has some heat-seeking to it, the rifle's pretty decent. It's a manual reloader again, just like most of the rest of the last ones have been. But, like, look at that. You can track down your opponents for days, basically. They're not going to be able to get away from you as long as you're on them constantly. It also has a pretty nice stun, if you can pull it off. Let's get him locked down here. Even from green lock, they're able to track in, which is pretty nice. But if you hit with that, it stuns, and that's really potent. Oh, I had to reload. The only problem I have with manual reloaders is I forget to reload. There we go. The amount of options alone that gives you when it comes to tracking down your enemies is amazing. I love it so much. Let's come in for the burst, which is just a very nice little barrage. You're really meant to be able to play at any range with the Jesta, and I love that about it. Melee combos are potent. From range distances, you're not going to be able to get away from a Jesta when they know what they're doing, and that's what I really love about it. It allows you to just get in there and start making a difference on your team. Like, he's in green lock right now, not going to matter. There's the stun. I canceled out of the shot so I can come in for the melee attack. Personally, that's what I recommend you do anytime that you can. Because, man, that melee attack is really nice. So the question becomes, should you use the Jesta? Well, yes, I think so. But if you enjoy melee combat and you enjoy range combat and want to be able to do both without really having to pay much of a price for it, that's where the Jesta comes in. For a 300, it has so much potential to be able to mix things up. It's like the Marasai in that way, where just having one on your team can make a very different fight when fighting very difficult opponents. Just because of the different options and different abilities that it has and what it brings to a fight, I think it's almost required if you're facing an enemy that you're having a lot of trouble with. Something like the Jesta, something that has a stun, something that has good mid-range, something that has good long-range, something that has good short-range, something that has a really nice melee. And the Jesta technically has 2 stuns, if you count in the fact that one of its melee combos stuns. The Striker's nothing to write home about, just a simple missile barrage, but if you can hit with it, hey, you know, doesn't hurt. There are definitely other Strikers that I would think would be more useful. The GXs, maybe, to have a 3rd stun in there. Or you could go with like a Sumo to be able to get the beam in there. Just something to give you a couple more options. But the options alone that it has are very useful. All in all, I think the Jesta is definitely worth using. And not something to sleep on. I know a lot of people look at it and go, oh, it's just a unicorn suit. And if I'm going to play a unicorn suit, I can play the Sanju, or I can play the unicorn itself, or I can play the Kshatriya, and it's like, well, yeah, but don't forget, when it comes to the 300s, that right there is a really powerful combo. But, until next time, I've been Trey, this has been the Full Spectrum. Remember to always enjoy the full spectrum that the Jesta has to offer.